This is Sadie from Zero Waste Chattanooga, and this is the plastic trash that our family made for January 2019. This month, I've decided to separate our trash into two kind of sections. One is where it's stuff that we bought before we went zero waste and finally just used up or need to get rid of, and then one is like new plastic. So this side is all stuff that we had before. Yes, I know, we've had Brussels sprouts in our freezer for like a year and a half. These are plastic containers which I had been refilling, but the more that I learn about plastic, the more uncomfortable I am with storing food in it for any like long length of time. And so I have so many glass jars, I'm not going to keep using these to refill, and I'm going to use glass jars instead. Yes, markers are made out of plastic and are not easily recycled. Instead of buying new markers for our kids, we will plan to buy colored pencils, and the kind that don't have the color plastic wrapping around the edges, the ones that are just plain, so that you can compost the pencil shavings. Buying rechargeable batteries will reduce your need for disposable batteries, but for those disposable batteries you do have, you can recycle them in Chattanooga. You just have to take it to one of the 5 recycling centers that Chattanooga has. The same places that accept glass for recycling, you can bring your batteries to. Cheap Christmas decorations. I try really hard not to buy decorations that are made out of plastic, and if I do buy something in plastic, I want something that's very durable and will last a long time, and definitely something that does not have glitter on it like this does. Glitter is so bad for the environment. I'll let you Google it, but it's bad and it gets everywhere. If you like to sew like I do, you'll probably have spools of thread around, and honestly, I have no good plan for how to avoid this spool in the future. I think some brands probably have wooden ones. I found a spool of white thread to replace this one at a thrift store, so that was my plan. That's my plan for now. This is the bottom of a soap dispenser that doesn't really work, and really we use bar soap for almost everything now, so we don't really need another soap dispenser. This is the new plastic that we made this month, and I would like to point out, so these bags of berries and then this carrot wrapper. Eating fruits and vegetables is super, super important. So if you're buying packaged vegetables here and there, I don't think that's the biggest of your concerns. Really, and the place that we found made the biggest impact on reducing our trash was to eat more fruits and vegetables and to eat less processed foods. So we used to buy like those little skillet meals or granola bars and tortilla chips and all sorts of like snack things and easy meal things that were all wrapped in plastic. So, and none of them are really all that good for us. They're high in salt, high in sugar. Tortilla chips have so much oil in them, they're just not healthy for you. So focus instead on eating healthier whole foods, and you will notice that your trash goes down even when you just do that. Okay, these twisty ties are a great example of why doing a trash audit can be so helpful. So when we first started going zero waste, we were buying all of our greens in those big plastic clamshells, and so reducing by switching to twisty ties was a huge improvement. But now, looking at the twisty ties, they're actually a pretty big portion of our trash now that we've gotten better at our zero waste practices. And so I was thinking this week, how can I reduce this? And it dawned on me, go to the farmer's market. So that's what we did, and we bought some greens without any plastic packaging at all. And so I really encourage you to try doing either weekly or monthly trash audits, because you might be surprised with what you learn. There are still some things that I don't know how to avoid, like receipt paper, which is often coated in BPA, which is really bad for you. And then also produce stickers, don't have a good solution for that. And then there's these plastic cups. So normally when we go to a restaurant, if we order something with sauce or salad dressing on the side, and I know they have plastic cups, I'll just ask them to put it on a side plate and say something about how we're trying to reduce our trash. Do you care? And I've never had a negative response. In fact, most waiters think it's really cool. But we were at a new restaurant and I forgot to ask, and so those came out with our meal, and so, oh well, we know for next time. So that's it. Please like this video below and give me a comment about what you're doing to reduce your trash. You can also check out my blog, zerowastechattanooga.com.